What's the crack, guys, and welcome back to more Creepy Tech Talks you should not watch at night. Just before we dive in today, I just want to say Merry Christmas to every single one of yous. I understand that it's a pagan holiday and all of that jazz, but it's the one time out of the year where we all get to spend time as a family together, so enjoy it while it lasts. Plus, we just don't know who's going to be here this time next year, and given the circumstances regarding the world with, in terms of infiltration and invasion, I would give it like 2 more years before Christmas is expired, so just enjoy it while it lasts, guys. But anyways, much love to you all. Please smash that like button and that subscribe button as well, and we'll go ahead and dive straight in.
Oh my god, we just had an incident. I'm just hearing everything going, all the police, the army are here and everything. It's just like, they reckon a craft has just landed. Oh mate, honestly, the army and everything are over here, mate. This is crazy.
Hi. Unfortunately, we can no longer accept calls at present due to the military taking in all the aliens to bring into the UK and Ireland. Thank you for your cooperation. Goodbye.
Oh, that's a pity that, I was just going to say to them that they've got the wrong aliens. We prefer these ones instead.
Sure of it. I mean, I'm very confident in that. And this is without running, like I said, this is without running a scan. So, I'll keep the computer ready for when you want to see a face, but I'll show you how wild that can get.
Let's do that.
Oh, you want to see it?
Yeah, let's do it. So, describe what you're gonna do.
So I could do my face, your face, anyone's face that you want to do. Does it? You just tell me whose face.
Yeah, we can do my face.
Okay. It's going to be a lot of pictures of you, obviously because of your podcast, but...
So basically what you're doing is you're taking a photo of me. It's gonna do the facial recognition and find every image on the internet that has my face in it.
Yeah.
Whether I'm tagged in it or not.
Yes.
Like it's strict, you could find my face in the middle of the Super Bowl stadium.
As long as it's on the internet. So yeah, let me take a picture and send it to myself. Okay. So I took a picture of your face, and you can see it's just a picture that this has never been on the internet, right?
That is a really good looking man right there.
Amazing. So I uploaded that to here.
So you took a picture.
Yep.
And
Now you can go through these and see if there's anything that's not. I don't know if there's going to be anything that you don't want on there or not. But if you click them, it will give you a link to where that picture's hosted at. But remember, I used a picture that was never on the internet to find those photos of you. So it measured your face. It measured 120 points on your face, associated a picture that's never touched the internet.
So after some digging, I've been able to locate the website, which is called PimEyes, so go ahead and work away at that if you want. But this is the reason why I don't use biometrics like fingerprint or facial recognition on any of my devices. Well, having said that, like, my face is well exposed to the internet now,
A massive investigation has just revealed that Mark Zuckerberg is currently building a top-secret $100 million compound in Hawaii with plans that include a massive underground bunker. This is something we need to talk about because it is some leave-the-world-behind shit. So Wired recently obtained a trove of planning documents, public records, and court filings, which revealed that back in 2014, Zuck bought a massive piece of land for an estimated $170 million. And when coupled with the cost of the building, it will become one of the most expensive personal projects in the world. But it's not just the price tag that is baffling. This project is shrouded in so much secrecy that it's almost become mythical to the locals in Kauai. Wired reported that security guards stand at entrance gates and patrols surrounding beaches on ATVs, and a 6-foot wall blocks the view, so all you can see is the dozens of trucks hauling building materials and transporting hundreds of workers in and out of the compound. Speaking of workers, nobody working on this project is allowed to talk about what they're building. And I mean that literally, because everyone from carpenters to electricians to painters to security guards are all bound by a strict NDA. And according to a local official affiliated with the project, for a private project to have an NDA attached to it is very rare. In fact, Wired said that multiple workers claimed that they had saw or heard about colleagues removed from the project for simply posting about it on social media. Ironic that Zuck of all people is the one that wants privacy. Now, according to planning documents, Zuck's fortress will consist of more than a dozen buildings with at least 30 bedrooms and 30 bathrooms. bathrooms. But the two central mansions will be joined by a tunnel that branches off into a massive underground shelter. It will be equipped with its own energy and food supplies, a living space, a mechanical room, and an escape hatch that can be accessed via a ladder. In addition, many of the property's doors are planned to be keypad operated or soundproof. The door in the underground bunker will be constructed out of metal and filled with concrete, a style common in bomb shelters, and others like those in the library are described as blind doors, which are made to imitate the design of the surrounding walls. The compound will also be completely self-sufficient with its own water tank and food grown and produced across its sprawling land. And if you're thinking, oh my god, what the hell does Zuck know that the rest of us don't? Well, to be honest, it's not just Zuck. Foreign countries around the world are becoming riddled with doomsday bunkers for tech billionaires. In fact, just one construction company said that they installed about 10 bunkers in New Zealand over the past few years alone.
It's quite evident that they're getting ready for something big to happen. I sense it, you sense it, we all sense that there's something on the horizon, whether it's a reset or what, but it's obvious that there has been plans set in motion for quite some time now, and the chess pieces are moving more and more as the weeks go on.
Innovation that I've never seen before. Lampposts spraying mist on the street below. And I captured them just in time before they turned off. So apparently it's only an intermittent thing. I wonder what the purpose is. Usually, that kind of thing is to remove dust from the air. But it seems so random to have a couple of lampposts on a regular street that's not under construction, just spraying the...
I can assure you that whatever's being sprayed out of that pole is not to remove any dust, and it doesn't have any good intentions whatsoever. What's that? You want a 100-day cough? Yeah, no problem. Just go ahead, stand under that lamp pole for me, and then wait for about 15 minutes until the next spray.
Ще спеціальний?
Kraina. Galėsim nusiųsti mamai
Lemba,
šitą.
atrodo, kad čia specialiai. Tikrai specialiai. Jie tikrai
I tried to see if there was any splashes from the water, but I couldn't make it out, to be honest. But what do you guys think? Do you think that's real, or do you think it's fake?
I want to know what he knows. He was recently asked if there's any story he is truly scared to cover, and he responded with UFOs. He said there's a side to this story that gets so dark he couldn't even tell his own wife. And he said there's a spiritual aspect of it that he doesn't even understand, which makes me wonder, what the heck are they hiding from us? Just check this clip out.
Are there things that you're scared to cover? You're sitting there saying, wow, this is like soul crushing, like to the point where like it really scares you in your soul.
There are two. Yes, there are two. One is the 2020 election. The second thing that bothers me is the UFO story. And, you know, the more you dig into that and talk to people with actual knowledge of, there are parts of that story that I do not understand at all that are really, really, really dark. It's so dark that I, you know, haven't told my wife about it. I mean, I haven't verified any of this, but this is not just stuff that I read on the internet. I know you all are very, very grounded in that story, so I think I know, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But there's some stuff there that's just like, man, I'm not even sure what that means. There's a spiritual component there that I don't fully understand. So yes, that story bothers me. Part of it is the public can't deal with it. It's too far out. The implications are too profound. And so, and I understand that. Because I've heard things where I'm just like, oh man, I don't even really want to know that, honestly.
Deeply disturbing stuff. You know, forget like saucers
You know what I mean?
and technology. It's deeply disturbing stuff that I haven't even told Natalie. I agree with you. It's so disturbing. I can't even tell my kids. My kids ask me different stories about it. And
Whatever it is that they're hiding, they're saying that it's far out there and that we're not ready for it yet. But my response to that is go ahead and hit me. But honestly, I've always said it before. I personally think that the aliens are demons. That's the Nephilim. I believe that they are here.
Secret doors were hiding in plain sight. How are they going to explain this? We got them now. What are they gonna say about this now? You know, I don't even know how these giants fit in these caves. Maybe you know something that I don't. Are these giants mythical or magical to fit in there? Is it a trap? Maybe there's different sizes of creatures in there? We don't know. But we did find something else, an exit, about 7 miles away. Kinda creepy. But you know what? Even creepier is what the nearby residents are seeing in their backyard, in their farms, on their land. Look closely. You see these creatures? Got them on camera. What are they gonna say about this? How are they gonna cover this one up? It's all out. It's all coming out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. This is insane. Look how tiny people are compared to them.
Look, listen, I'm all for giants and all that good stuff, but to me that looked like it was man-made. It was structurally man-made with steel as well, so I'll have to call cap on that. At first I thought it was someone rollerblading in the middle of the road, but no, it was a shapeshifter.
Wow, the house is pretty fucked. It looks like the door is gonna cave in. Coming in the door. I put everything up. I can't put it up any higher. There's like water everywhere. It's just raising. Oh my god. Yeah, it's just raising, taking everything up. Yeah. It's like the wave is at the door. And it's coming up above my furniture. I don't know what to do. I can't get it up any higher. Wow. I've never experienced this. Wow.
That happened here about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, and we pretty much had everyone kayaking, swimming, and even fighting, believe it or not. But hopefully this woman, hopefully her wee house is okay now, like.
Home Alone Polka King.
What is that?
Remember Home Alone 1? The mother, she finds out like, oh, we left Kevin.
Okay, yeah.
There's a moment where she's at Scranton Airport and she says, she's sitting down in the airport and she goes, if I have to sell my soul to the devil himself, I'm gonna get myself back to Kevin.
I've heard of that, yeah.
Remember? Right when she said that, who appears? This guy named the Polka King. Now, in mythology, usually the devil is a musician.
Okay.
The Polka King, he plays an instrument and he's actually part of a band.
Yeah.
Right after she said that line, he appeared and offered her, okay, I can get you to where we're going. Like, I'm headed that way.
He said that?
What's even crazier? The Scranton Airport.
To be fair, though, what he says there doesn't make sense. I don't think I'll ever see the movie the same way again now, if I'm honest with you, after seeing that.
Is that a shooting star?
No, it's not. It's going up and down. What is that?
That's not a plane.
What is that?
Dad, can we run that way?
Hang on. What on earth is that? Someone shooting out in front of it now. There's two of them. Whoa. Oh my god, guys, you are looking. I don't know what you're looking at. Look, they're UFOs. If ever there's an unidentified flying object, that's that.
Dad, can we go that way? Can we go that way?
There's two of them flying next to each other. Oh my god, you guys, I don't think you realise how lucky you are to even witness something like this. Look at them. What is that?
Come on, quickly go that way a bit.
Yeah, go where you want, mate.
I'm running over. But I want to go for it. Can't I run over like really fast?
That. I've never seen anything like it.
Dad?
Yeah?
Yeah.
definitely spiritual, no question about it, but you have to admit it's mesmerizing, like, when you're watching that.
This mysterious creature was captured on a trail cam. At first, it looks a lot like a wolf, but looking more closely, the front legs appear to have elongated fingers, unlike any species of dog or wolf. The face, in particular, the nose and teeth of the creature appear almost human-like. Could this be a rare sighting of the mythological creature known as a werewolf? In folklore, a werewolf is an individual who can shape-shift into a wolf, either purposely or after being placed under a curse or a bite from another werewolf, with the transformation occurring on the night of a full moon.
I mean, if that's a werewolf, I'm okay with that. It's not going to attack me. I mean, have you seen it? It's got no claws and nothing on. Like, what's the worst it can do to you? Give you a cuddle?
Are some celebrities like Kanye West and Britney Spears really clones? Let's dive into this conspiracy theory. The theory claims that certain celebrities are replaced by clones, either for control, to hide their disappearances, or to manipulate the masses. It's a storyline straight out of a sci-fi movie, but is there any truth to it? Take Kanye West, once known for being a genius in the music industry, now known for his wildly unpredictable behavior. Some believe his extreme changes in personality and appearance point to him being cloned. And then there's Britney Spears, whose public breakdown and comeback sparked rumors of her being replaced by a lookalike. These theories thrive because of the dramatic changes we see in celebrities. From physical transformations to sudden shifts in behavior, especially ones that are disappointing, fans are left puzzled, searching for explanations. Let's be clear, there's no credible evidence of cloning. Changes in celebrities are often due to the pressures of fame, personal struggles, and so on. But some of the changes are indeed bizarre. So what do you think? Are these theories just wild speculations, or is there more to the story? Comment below.
Look, honestly, I understand that not all celebrities are going to be clones. I understand that there is going to be some behavioural changes in regards to like pressure, stress, or whatever is going on in their lives. But honestly, when it comes to like Kanye, yeah, I definitely think he's a clone.
Economic Forum says that we will experience a massive cyber attack that will hit before the year 2025, which will lead to a massive collapse of the banking industry, infrastructure, and so much more. How do they know this? It's unbelievable. Someone who's been following this very, very closely, and it ties even more directly into the story that we've been covering here on the show about the CTI leak files, the Michael Schellenberger released files about the cyber spying on Americans. We're going to get to that part of the story with independent journalist Whitney Webb, who I'm thrilled to welcome back to the show. Whitney, welcome back to Redacted.
Hey, it's great to be here after a long absence. Thanks for having me back.
Of course, we wouldn't miss the opportunity. So thrilled to have you back here. So let's talk about this World Economic Forum idea that at the second in command at the World Economic Forum that we are going to see a massive cyber attack hitting before the year 2025, pointing out, you know, in great detail, yeah, like this is going to happen, so you better be prepared for it. Why are they saying this, and who are they going to try to point the finger at?
Right, so this was said at the WEF annual meeting earlier this year in January by the WEF managing director, Jeremy Jurgens. And Jurgens, as well as the WEF itself, has been involved in a series of simulations for several years now that I'm sure a lot of people in your audience are familiar with, called Cyber Polygon, which has been directly affiliated with Russia's government, as well as some of Russia's biggest banks and some of the biggest commercial banks in the world, and also backed by a lot of U.S. federal agencies, which is ironic when you consider, you know, all about alleged Russian hacks over the years. They're very willing, under the guise of the WEF, to collaborate with the, you know, supposed hackers responsible for everything bad, you know, for several years ago. So that's quite revealing. But aside from Cyber Polygon, there's a lot that the WEF seeks to accomplish as it relates to the cyber realm. And they've been collaborating in a lot of ways with these same big banks and also American intelligence agencies in unprecedented ways that has not really gotten any coverage over the past several years. And a lot of this is housed within a public-private partnership the WEF manages called the World Economic Forum Partnership Against Cybercrime. And this particular organization, back a few years ago, gamed out with the Carnegie Endowment, along with the Federal Reserve, the Bank of England, the European Central Bank, so some of the biggest central banks in the world, as well as some of the biggest commercial in the world, like Bank of America and JP Morgan, how essentially the U.S. financial system was due to be the victim of a massive cyber attack. And if you're familiar with how things have been going in the U.S. financial or banking system recently, things are not in a very good state at all.
So the funny thing about it is, see, when a cyber attack does hit, all the MSM and other media outlets will be acting like, oh, how did this occur? What happened? We weren't expecting this. Dead on. Dead on. Of course you were expecting it. It's been planned for probably years in the making. And the sad thing about it is, once this does come into fruition, that's when we're pretty much digitally enslaved at that point.
This footage is very, very interesting. Let us know what you think in the comments.
Mate, you think that's interesting footage? You should see the wee ones in my family. That'll blow your mind.
This is the 3D
A
printed
juicy,
meat.
sizzling steak made by computer.
seen
While
this shit.
obtaining regular meat is a process that's been taking place for millennia, cow, butcher, beef, Redefined Meat, a meat alternative startup out of Israel, makes their product using a highly technical process. The mix of soy and pea protein, chickpeas, beetroot, nutritional yeast, and coconut fat is formed into steak-like shapes using a 3D printer.
Our goal is to become the largest meat company in the world just by harnessing technology instead of animals.
Meat substitutes are not new, but unlike the soy-based
That shit
crumbles that
looks
mimic
nasty.
ground beef, Redefined Meat's product is designed to act, taste, and cut like flank steak.
This is the holy grail of alternative meat.
But the most important part, how does it taste? This diner was happy.
The texture,
I could just not with this generation. We're fucking printing meat. Now they showing y'all something. Pay attention. Make sure the meat that y'all eating is actually meat and not printed.
I bet you may right, bro, that Bill Gates has funded that company in some form of manner. And that steak, it just looked absolutely fake, to be honest with you. Like, talking about 3D printed meat, you don't fancy having any nice cocktail sausages for tonight's dinner, do you? stop. I want off. Like, UFOs, I'm done. Collect me.
Ask you this, then. You cannot say that any member of the Bush administration knew it was going to happen or wanted it to happen. It's a ridiculous thing to say. Ridiculous. Okay, let's talk about your BBC. I have a tape of a BBC reporter broadcasting directly back to England talking about a third building has collapsed. World Trade Center Building 7 talks for 7 minutes. All the while she's talking, World Trade Center Building 7 is still standing right behind her. It didn't fall for another half hour, yet they were doing a pre-broadcast back to England that yes, it's true, you need to that this building fell and it hadn't fallen yet. If you're trying to make out the British Broadcasting Company, one of the most respected news organisations in the...
The BBC, you never trust them. Like, you can never trust them. Do you know what the BBC stands for? It stands for Beasts Bullying Children. That's what that stands for. You have to admit, like, the resemblance is uncanny. I tell you what, you see creepy occurrences like that, it's on the rise over here in Ireland, and I'm sure you know why that is.
Robot I just heard a knock. I hope the camera picked it up. Look at that face, guys. You think that's not a face carved into the stone? Could that have happened from erosion? Or was that something else that's washed away? Guys, that's a face. Tell me there's not a face carved into that rock. Look at that. That's unbelievable. Wow. I'm sitting here, I'm walking, I'm watching everything, and look at that. It looks like a face to me. Look at that, guys. Come on. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That looks...
So what's your thoughts on this, guys? Would you say it's a simple case of pareidolia, or would you say it's more of a petrified giant? Let me know.
What if I told you that escalators do not exist, and that they are actually an illusion that our brains force us to accept? You'd call me crazy, right? Hear me out. In everyday life, we use escalators, going to the subway, airport, the mall, even the movies. These places that we love, they all have escalators. But there's also a sinister side that may be lurking within these moving metal stairs. In 2012, theoretical physicist Dr. Ligma Bowles came to the conclusion that escalators are not tangible, but rather elaborate illusions created by the collective subconscious. According to his whimsical theory, when people approach what appears to be an escalator, Their minds collectively generate a shared hallucination, creating the sensation of ascending or descending effortlessly. What's your thoughts on this theory? Is it possible that we all are moving through frequencies by just using one part of our brain? Or is this a load of baloney? Let us...
Dr. Ligma Balls and Baloney, you've won me over. Your theory has 100% won me over.
Santa Claus is actually the devil. Yes, you heard that right. For years, many people believed Santa Claus to be a joyful old man delivering gifts to good kids, but in reality, it's all a lie. Just think about it. Why is Santa red, just as the devil is as well? And the word Santa uses the same letters to write Satan. Many people argue that Santa was created to distract the true meaning of Christmas, which is the birth of Jesus Christ. Others believe it's the government who profits tremendously of the money that is spent for gifts. Should kids really be admiring a folktales, which is actually Satan? What are your thoughts about this? Comment.
What's your thoughts on this, guys? I mean, it's no secret that Santa is just an anagram for Satan. That's quite obvious. But I do think that it's more of a deception tactic by Satan himself, more than anything. And the reason why is children are growing up to have faith and to believe in something that they cannot see. And once that's ripped from them at a later age, whether that's 7, 8, 10, whatever the age may be, then once they start to come to know who God is, they'll just look at that as another Santa Claus, and then that'll be it. So that's my theory on it.
The fleas are placed inside the jar. They are left undisturbed for 3 days. Then, when the jar is opened, the fleas will not jump out. In fact, the fleas will never jump higher than the level set by the lid. Their behaviour is now set for the rest of their lives.
That is pretty much our existence down to a T. That's it for today, guys. Again, much love to you all, and thank you all for chilling out and watching the Creepy TikTok compilation with me. If you've got anything out of it, go ahead, smash that like button, subscribe button, click the notification bell, and share as well for other like-minded people. But until the next video, guys, Merry Christmas, God bless, and I'll see you then.